All right. So we've got a very special recognition to do today. The South Florida Water Management District has a long-standing partnership with the Corps of Engineers. And we work well together every day to provide the services of flood control, ecosystem restoration, water supply with our partners at the Corps of Engineers. And every once in a while, you get a person at that job that really you enjoy working with tremendously. And so at this moment, we're going to recognize Deputy District Commander for South Florida, Jennifer Reynolds. Should we have her come on up while we talk about her, embarrass her? Let's do that. Now, Jennifer, everyone in this room knows Jennifer Reynolds because she is not shy about talking to everyone, even if it's a very uncomfortable conversation. And she is super at solving problems. My first introduction to Everglades restoration, I think, was almost the first introduction of Jennifer Reynolds as well, when we had to solve a contract issue down at Maud Waters, which is down there on the Everglades National Park. If anybody knows how thorny those are, that's thorny. So she and I were in a room for the very first time working through that issue, and we solved it, you know. And that's what Jennifer Reynolds brings, is that problem-solving ability. The other thing she brings is an amazing ability to communicate. I mean, have you ever heard her give a talk or a speech or any kind of presentation? You know, I stand in awe. It's like, wow, who writes your talking points? I asked Colonel Kelly, and it wasn't him. And so, you know, but it's just fabulous, and particularly in those situations where there's estuary discharges or, you know, any kind of lake issues or flooding issues, she's right there in front of the crowd, and the crowd is angry, but the crowd absolutely appreciates her and what she does in those situations. She's phenomenal at public engagement. So it's really fantastic we had the opportunity to honor her. And I'd like to turn it over to Chauncey Goss to present her.
Thanks. It is an honor for me to be able to read this proclamation and present a proclamation to Lieutenant Colonel Jennifer A. Reynolds. The proclamation reads as follows. Whereas Lieutenant Colonel Jennifer A. Reynolds became the United States Army Corps of Engineers Deputy District Commander for South Florida Jacksonville District in June 25th, and whereas during her 4-year South Florida leadership position, progress has been documented on numerous regional water resource management fronts, many in lockstep and partnership with the South Florida Water Management District. And whereas Lieutenant Colonel Reynolds is recognized by the South Florida Water Management District as a collaborator and problem solver who underscores the value and benefits of working as a partner on precedent-setting environmental restoration and water resource issues. And whereas Lieutenant Colonel Reynolds fostered public engagement and accessibility, which built relationships and strengthened restoration partnerships to deliver the South Florida Ecosystem Restoration Program. And whereas Lieutenant Colonel Reynolds' outstanding leadership and support will be missed. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed by the governing board of the South Florida Water Management District that Lieutenant Colonel Jennifer A. Reynolds is to be recognized and commended for dedicated and exemplary service to South Florida's environment and people. Signed this 12th day of September 2019 in West Palm Beach, Florida, Chauncey P. Goss, II, Chairman, South Florida Water Management District, as well as all the governing board members. Lieutenant Colonel Jennifer A. Reynolds, thank you so much for your service to our country and to South Florida.
Okay, there's a lot of people that came today to recognize Lieutenant Colonel Reynolds, and what I'd like to do is, if you want to, please come on up and we'll take a big group photo, like in church, with everyone and Lieutenant Colonel Reynolds. So please make your way up if you want to congratulate her and get the picture with the rest of the group.
Sorry.
I'm not hiding.
Yeah, that's good. And we have some people just filling.
I'll sit down.
Okay, yeah, that's Miss Means, if you could step to. Yes. Thank you. All righty. So. 3, 2, 1. Now, then, just because there's a lot of people, it's going to be hard for me to check if anyone blinked. 1 second. We're going to do a quick rapid fire